All right, Suhey.
Hi.
Suhey, where'd you grow up? Where are you from originally?
I grew up by USC, by Adams in Vermont. My parents are Mexican, Mexican American Indian. My dad's from Oaxaca and my mom's from Michoacan.
And you grew up in the U.S.?
By USC.
Yeah. And tell me about your parents.
My dad is an alcoholic and my mom suffers from domestic violence. Yeah. Saw that growing up since I was 4 till the age I was 15. Then he left the house and he went with his mistress. And that was very traumatic for me, but it was better for him to leave the house than for him to keep hitting my mom.
But you weren't getting any abuse, right? Just your mom?
I was abused too. My dad molested me when I was 9 years old. I was growing up, so I started developing, and I started getting tall, and I saw my dad seeing me with the other eyes, so I ran away from home when I was 14, hanging around with gangsters and just hanging out, because the people that I was getting abused from was my real father, and to me it was sick. So I left my house at such a young age, and I wanted to grow up real fast. Then I started getting beaten up by my first husband, and I left him, and I got with somebody else, and we ended up having a little boy, and he ended up passing away. And then I had a stroke, and I went paralyzed from half of my arm, my leg, and the hospital told me that it was because of the shock, because he died 5 feet away from me, and he overdosed on heroin and Klonopins and alcohol, and then the government took my kids away because they said I put them in danger. I did, but I'd rather him passed away in my house than for him to be passing away in the street. Even though I lost my kids.
And where are your kids now?
They're with my brother. He's been raising them ever since. So I thank God for him. They live in Azusa. My daughter, she's 16, and my son is 12. I ended up having 3 more kids with this other guy, and I felt like I was in 7 months in a rehab. I graduated from Tarzana Treatment Center, then I relapsed again. I need to enroll this year, by the end of this year, to another rehab.
And what is your drug currently?
Heroin and meth.
But you're using heroin, not fentanyl?
No, I don't use fentanyl. I use heroin and meth. My sister was the first one that got me started on meth. She also gave me my first joint, but she's been 20 years clean, and I've been 20 years using. And she regrets it, but she's the only family support I have right here. My family moved to Azusa, so my mom's not around here. My sister's the only one that lives here in LA. So I come and go. I run the street, usually on 25th in Vermont. I hang out right there.
How do you support yourself?
Sometimes I sell clothes, shoes, drugs, purses. I used to sell men's suits right here on 7th in Los Angeles for 5 years. And I used to live on 5th in Los Angeles in the Hotel Baltimore.
And are you dating men sometimes to make a buck?
No, I don't. I've been with my baby's father for 13 years. He's with me. What I do is steal bikes and sell them. Yeah, that's what I do.
When you look back at your life, what do you wish you had done differently?
Oh, everything. I wish I wouldn't started doing drugs at such a young age. I started when I was 10, smoking marijuana. And then I started doing LSD. I was really in the acid group at the time when we were like club kids, so we used to go to parties and everything. We used to go to raves. Sometimes I think I had fun, but it wasn't fun after I had kids, you know? Because now I have the responsibility of taking care of them, and whatever I do reflects on them. And I'm trying to get back on my feet. I've been coming and going as I please for 8 years. I was in a program, but my baby dad, he kept coming around with drugs. And so it's like, he kept offering me. So one day I just said, yeah, just give it to me. And to me, it's like a cigarette and a beer. Heroin is like a cigarette and meth is like my beer. You know, it's like it comes hand in hand. What I need to do is change my life, and have a better year than I had last year. My family does not know that I do drugs. I mean, they have an idea, but they don't know that I've been doing heroin for the past 10 years off and on.
How does it affect you emotionally, living this lifestyle?
It's a burden because I lost a lot of friends. Just recently, 3 weeks ago, one of my friends, she died because her boyfriend beat her up so bad that she was in a respiratory machine. Yeah. I lost 2 of my friends because of their boyfriends that they killed them.
What's your biggest fear right now?
Dying, thinking for my kids to think that I'm not trying. You know, for me to like OD, and for my kids to think that I don't love them. That's my biggest fear. But it's so hard with the heroin. It's so hard. They don't tell you that you get sick. You get physically sick if you don't get it.
What do you think people outside of this lifestyle don't understand about people living on the streets?
People that are normies, they don't understand that we use it as a coping mechanism, like to cope with our lifestyle and with everything that's happened to us traumatically from childhood to adults. Only people that are into mental health, they probably understand more than the regular average person. And most people, they just like to judge, you know?
Was it just at one point you discovered that these drugs numb the pain of what you went through as a kid, and then eventually you got hooked on them?
Yeah, and then I gotta figure out how am I gonna do it and not get sick in front of my sister, in front of my family, you know? How am I gonna go to a family function if I can't function, you know? I will have to have the drugs on my hand and have enough to last me so I could put up with their stuff and just to pass through. It's not even to get well anymore. It's just, I'm just doing it just to be okay. Yeah.
In the years you were down here, where did you stay?
I stayed in tents, cars, abandoned houses, wherever I could stay. friend to friend to friend. Yeah. Right now I stay in a car on Vermont. Yeah. And then I go to my sister's house if I need to take a shower. And then I already paid one of my friends $30 so I could take a shower at his house. Yeah, because with this weather and everything, I also don't like to look like if I'm homeless, even though I am homeless, you know. The good thing is that I know a lot of people and they're willing to help me out a lot.
Is the hardest part of this dealing with losing your kids?
And to their eyes, I put my kids in danger. So, because my husband, he was pronounced dead as a rival. I feel like they don't even want to deal with me. But I'm going to try one more time. So I will be seeing you again next year. if you do want to talk to me and like follow up.
That'd be great.
That'd be great for me too, to come back with my 3 kids and just look, I did it.
I'd love to see that.
Yeah.
Sujey, what would you say is the most important lesson you've learned in your life?
If you fall, just get back up. Just keep on getting back up.
Living this lifestyle makes you tough, doesn't it?
Yes, it has to. I can't fall. I can't keep falling and falling. I can't keep digging myself in that hole and think that I'm never gonna come out. I could come out. It's up to me if I want to change. Everybody could tell me to change, but it's really up to me if I want to change. And I'm tired. I'm tired. I'm tired of everything. I'm tired of not having my kids with me. And I see some moms with their kids and I get so sad. I can only be sad at myself because nobody's doing me any harm. I do it to myself.
All right, Sujey, thank you so much for sharing your story.
Thank you.
I wish you the best of luck out here.
Thank you.